On the 3rd of August, in an army helicopter crash, 2 pilots went missing in the Ranjit Sagar Dam, that's near Pathankot, at around 10:40 in the morning. It took the Army, Navy and the Air Force collectively 13 days to extract the remains of one of the pilots, Lieutenant Colonel A.S. Bhatt. His body was retrieved from the dam on the 15th of August in the evening. There's still no word on whether, when or whether the mortal remains of Captain Jayant Joshi, the other pilot on board, will be retrieved or can be retrieved. The family has been going through a nightmare. They say they need more answers. There is an army statement on this yesterday. We'll come to that in a while. But first, I'm joined by Neil Joshi, the brother of Captain Jayant Joshi. Neil, thank you very much for speaking to us. I realize how difficult the present situation is, with no clarity at all on your brother. The armed forces seem to suggest they are trying their best. Why do you believe more needs to be done?
So the major reason around it is not from the ground forces and the personnel that are on the ground. We are very satisfied as to the human effort that is being put in. However, in terms of the equipment that is being used, we were assured that there would be a more cohesive and more expeditious action on extraction of the remains or the helicopter, either way. But neither of these things have happened. We were assured that international support will be sought in case the present equipment that is available will prove ineffective. The equipment has proved ineffective. It is now 20 days. You can imagine the kind of mental toll and physical toll it is taking on my parents and myself. And yet there is no question, there's no answer on what exactly is going to be the ETA by when this activity will be completed.
Yeah. There's a tweet from the Army yesterday, the Western Command. They say the Indian Army is making earnest efforts to retrieve the second crew of the ill-fated helicopter which crashed in the Ranjit Sagar Reservoir on the 3rd of August 2021. All possible methods continue to be undertaken by the Army and Navy, including employment of specialist divers, the use of the latest high-tech equipment, multi-beam sonars, side scanners, along with underwater remotely operated vehicles. Salvage operations will continue. As I understand it, the water is murky and it's very difficult to actually get a fix, on the location of the wreckage. That's been a problem in the past for the last many days. Is that something that you feel you might need to accept?
Sir, we do accept that. And in fact, the first time the tweet was put out by Western Command was in response to my own tweets.
Yeah.
And in fact, I encourage that we see what is the difference in the operation between the first tweet and now. The situation is exactly the same as it was, say, 9 days gone, as it is now 20 days gone. So now the question is, with this incremental speed of operations, what has the progress been in the last 13 days? We have seen various versions of the same equipment come up, be spoiled and not work, and then new versions of the equipment coming up, bigger versions of the equipment, and it's still not working. Yeah. In fact, there was news that it was accepted around 12 days ago that we will not be able to use any equipment that's available in India, and we might need to purchase equipment from outside or get equipment from outside. But there has been no move on that either. All that we want is that now, after having accepted what might have happened, please, in an expeditious manner, do return my brother to us in whatever situation that we can.
Your mother is also in the Army, is that right? I believe she's been in, she's in the Army Nursing Service, is that right?
Yes, she is.
And she's been associated with the Army for 40 years.
Yes, 37 years now.
37 years.
Yes.
And how are you helping your mother deal with this?
It's a situation that nobody should have to face to start off with. All I can do is I can take care of my parents. I can help them accept what's happening, what's happened, and to just reassure them that I'm there with them. It becomes much more difficult when the operations go on at this pace. You get up in the morning, you have hope, and by the evening the hope is crushed again. Yeah. And then you have to restart all over again the next day, knowing that there may be no end to such and such.
Could you tell us a little bit about
the most difficult part?
Could you tell us a little bit about Jayant?
Yes, sir, definitely. Jayant, he's 2 years younger than I am. We both went to the same school, that is an Army public school. and we passed out from there. He's an electrical engineer, passed out from Manipal, Jaipur, and then joined the Indian Army, served in 9 Siklai as an infantry officer, and then for the last year and a half, he was in Army Aviation. So finished his commando training, been serving almost 4 years now. Great zeal for life, always looked to be the best that he can, was always interested in joining Army Aviation. And while of course we are a second generation military family, so to speak, it's really unfortunate the situation that he is in now. We are faced with the situation that he is now in the water, and we might just get nothing back.
Look, Neil, stay strong. I'm sure they are trying their best, and with a little bit of luck, hopefully there'll be some progress. But thank you for speaking to us and sharing, your concerns and what you are going through. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Vishnu.